2024 was a fantastic year for board games, and in today's episode, I'm going to give you a retrospective look of my top 10 titles. So let's jump on our horse and carriage and get to it with number 10, Castle Combo. There's something weird about saying Castle Combo. It comes out of your tongue really weird, and every time I say it, I always want to be like one of those like weird schwammy businessmen. Castle Combo. It's kind of makes me feel icky when I say it like that as well. Right, anyway, Castle Combo is a card drafting game, and the whole game you're going to take 9 cards. What's really great about this game is every single time you take a card, it's got an ability that happens straight away as a one-off, and it's also got endgame scoring. So the whole point of the game is trying to make a combo-licious tableau in front of you, while at the same time working out what's going to fit your needs the most. And that's what makes this game so fun. It's super easy to teach and learn, and it just always feels good to play, and every single person I've taught this game to, it's been a really big success. I really love this game, and it's one of my favorite fillers, and I'm always busting it out when I've got new people over who don't really know too much about board games. Fantastic release. Number 9, Harmonies. You and me together, we can live in harmonies. That was absolutely rotten. I'm sorry that I just put you through my horrendously bad singing voice. But man, do I adore Harmonies. It is one of my favorite cozy puzzler games. It takes from the likes of Azul and Cascadia and turns it into its own little beast. It's such a fantastic puzzle, and it goes by so quickly, meaning that every single turn you take is really, really important. Now, unlike my singing voice, this game absolutely shines. It works well at all player counts, and it's one game that I'm always pulling off the shelf. Even over a year later, this is one of my most played games of the year. Just another great game that's easy to play and super fun. 2024 really was a fantastic year for board games, and my list is just going to keep getting on better and better and better. I'm excited you guys are here for this. Let's go. Number 8, and my only Reiner Knizia game, which is a success because normally I've got like 7 on. This is Rebirth. Rebirth is a tile laying game. When the game first starts, it's really open and it feels like a breeze taking a turn. But as the game goes on and on and on, the board becomes tighter and tighter and tighter, making your once easy decision a really, really difficult one. I just love the flow of this game. At first it's easy breezy, 3 points here, 4 points here, but by the end of it, if you can finagle your way in and score your farms, you can end up scoring like 10 points, 11 points a turn, and then you've got the hidden cards that you're trying to score at the same time. Or if you're playing on the island map, which is the mean version, although I wouldn't call it mean, it just has a lot more player interaction, and I think it's the more expert version. So if you want to play the harder version, I think island is the way to go. But if you want to do the family, nicer, playing with each other, not getting in each other's grill, then you want to do the Scotland side. And I love that this game offers both of those choices. It's just another fantastic hit from Knizia. And again, he's the absolute master when it comes to doing the easy turn structure, placing a tile, but hard decision tree. And this one does exactly the same thing, and it's a joy to play every single time it comes out. Number 7, The Lord of the... Why did I put so much emphasis on the? Number 7, The Lord of the... Why am I saying it like that? Number 7, The Lord of the Rings Duel for Middle-earth. The only reason why this game isn't lower on my list is because it's a reskin of Seven Wonders Duel. But my gosh, is this an satisfying, beautifully, wonderful, crafted 2-player game. It takes everything from Seven Wonders Duel that I love, distills it with a better theme, and makes it easier to play. It's a killer 2-player game and one of the best 2-player games ever made. All you're doing on your turn is drafting cards, trying to win in one of 3 ways. And because there's 3 different ways to win, the amount of angst you get on a turn is so awful. You can just sit there wanting to trying to put your whole hand in your mouth, watching while the player in front of you takes the card you've been wanting to draft since turn 3, and you just want to sit there and pull your hair out and throw your bloody whatever you've got in your hand at the person's face because they've taken the thing that you want. Oh, it's so frustratingly good, and it always feels like you're on a knife's edge because with there being multiple ways to win, you can't do everything. So your opponent is going to be doing something and they're going to be doing well at that thing. So having to try and balance your books on this one is just always an exciting and fun exercise. Number 6, Endeavour Deep Sea. So this won the Spiel, and for me, I was so happy when it did because it's such a fantastic game. It's an action selection game in which you're deep sea diving in your submarine to try and score in multiple different ways. Because the game is mission based, every single time you play, it's going to play differently. The exploration and discovery in this game is so much fun, and it's why it's propelled it so propelled? It's why it's propelled it so high on my list, and it's one of my go-to Euros to play now. It's got the perfect weight in that it's not difficult to learn, but it's got a really interesting decision tree, and just every single time I'm bringing this one out, I'm always satisfied at the end. If you're into your medium weight Euros and you like going exploring, I absolutely love the theme of the sea, because the sea's it freaks me out a little bit. Like, it's scary, you don't know what's under there. It's like almost like an alien planet or something, and so being able to explore it on a board game is kind of nice. I vibe with that. Awesome. Right, let's keep moving with the list anyway. Why did I just say vibe with that? Why am I trying to act like my kid? I'm going to be throwing down like millennial slang even though I'm like 40. Like, come on Steve, pull it together dude, what you doing? Number 5, Pirates of Maracaibo. Now this one has been completely slept on. I don't know why it's been swept under the rug and everybody's not shouting it's the best thing since sliced bread. I think this is honestly one of Alexander Pfister's cleanest designs. It takes all of the things that I love from his other games and distills it into a faster, easier to play game. It's a fantastic medium weight Euro in which you're collecting an engine, traveling around the Caribbean, collecting jewels and trying to score points from left, right and center. And it does it in such a fantastic way. It is easily one of my favorite Euros in the past 5 years. Maracaibo and Great Western Trail are really, really good games and I really love them, but they take like a really long time to play. And because I've got a young kid, it can be really difficult for me to sit down for 2 or 3 hours and play one of these big heavy games and trying to focus without my 2-year-old running around singing "My Little Soda Pop" and throwing balls off my face and destroying the board game. I love the fact that he's taken his design and stripped it to its bare elements and turned it into a fast playing lighter version. Number 4, Harrow County. I love comic books. 2 seconds. Like, no, I really mean it. I really do. Oh gosh, I really do love comic books. If I'm not buying board games, I'm probably looking for the next thing that I'm going to be reading. So when Off the Page Games brings out a new game, you're sure as hell I'm on it like Pete Tonic. Harrow County is a really difficult game to describe because it's wholly unique. It's basically an asymmetrical, abstract 2-player game in which you're trying to be the first person to score 7 points. You're mainly, although there's other characters you can play as, going to be playing as the protectors. It's their job to try and save the townsfolk, and you'll be doing this by mainly route building to try and get an unbroken chain of your people from the townsfolk to your base. Or you're going to be playing the Despicable Family, who I much prefer to play. They're going to be using bag building as their main mechanic to try and slow you down while creating storms and trying to destroy buildings. It's a fantastic game that plays like no other. It's got action selection, card play. The way that combat is resolved is through a cube tower that works fantastically well, except when they come out from the bottom, they tend to go everywhere. The game itself isn't necessarily thematic, but it is dripping in the theme of the comic book itself. Even the cube tower is based off the tree in the comic book. Now, I won't give you any spoilers of the book itself, but if you're looking for a good good horror story, then this is one of the finest books ever made. I'm sorry it's a little bit jagged. I took it on holiday with me and it got wrecked, which is really annoying, but it's such a fantastic read. I cannot highlight enough how great of a book it is and how it fits into the storytelling of the game itself. I really, really like aggressive two-player in-your-face games, and this one does it in a way like I've never played any other game. I've got so much love for this game. Off the page games, keep what you're doing, man, because I'm here for it. Number 3, it's from another publisher that's kicking ass and taking names at the moment, and this is Bad Comet's Wondrous Creatures. Wondrous Creatures is such a whimsical, fun game. The way that the worker placement on this game works is super interesting, and it adds such a cool, whimsical element to a beautiful engine building game in which you're racing to try and score as many points as you can. The art on this game is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in a long time. It's so fun and light and a joy to look at every single card, and every single time I'm drawing a card, I'm always spending a second or two to look at the card and just appreciate the fantastic styling of this amazing artist. And one of my favorite mechanics in this game is you get these little nets which you can use to catch adjacent items from where you are, and now this can be a special ability or eggs, and it just feels so fun to catch an egg and put it on your board and then get something from it. And I'm always just wanting to get this one to the table. Let's keep moving with number 2. Number 2, Bomb Busters. Bomb Busters, for me, is the best family game I think ever created. It is a truly cooperative experience that most people are going to be able to play. And what I love about it is, even when it's not your turn and it's your partner's turns and they're choosing which wires to cut, you feel so tense because if they get it wrong, then it affects you. So the atmosphere that it brings to the group is just, there's not many other games that can reproduce the feeling that you get when you play this game. When you cut the right wire and you win, you genuinely feel like we're standing up and shouting like, hurrah, let's do this, we did it, let's go. The only reason why it's not number 1 is because of GMT's coin series. That's right, my number 1, A Jest of Robin Hood. This game's theme is everything to me. I have adored Robin Hood since I can remember. So having the opportunity to either play as Robin Hood or the Sheriff of Nottingham in an asymmetrical game is like a dream come true. But not only that, the designer has made one of the most beautiful designs I've played in so long. I love this game so much, it's pretty much instantly jumped into my top 10 of all time. For a coin game, it's not that difficult to play, and the amount of strategic depth it offers is just... I could go on for days about the decision tree and the choices that you can make, but I'm trying to keep this video down to 10 minutes, so I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to do is tell you that this game is a stroke of genius. I think my favorite system in this game is the way that the wagons work. Playing as the Sheriff of Nottingham, you're trying to get your wagons from one of the local towns to Nottingham. And if you manage to do that, you'll get riches, you'll get points, you'll score lots of things. It's really, really good for you if you're the sheriff to do that. Robin Hood is trying to hijack these, and you're trying to set up ambushes, and it's one of the most satisfying gameplay elements in any board game I've ever played. And the way that it is done is, honestly, it's a cringe thing to do, but it truly is chef's kiss. On top of that, you've got amazing card play, because every single round a new card's going to get played and you have the option to take it as an event. And on top of that, the scoring is tug of war, so it's constantly take that and you're pulling and pushing each other. The actions are simple but varied. Money's incredibly tight and hard to come by, but my gosh, it is easily one of the greatest war games I have ever played. And if you want a thematic experience, then this is the game that you are looking for. It's just all around a fantastic game in every single way, and I love it, and I love board games, and I'm so happy I can share this love of my list with you guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It's been another joy to shoot, and with that comes to the end. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed making it. I'll catch you guys next time, and remember, stay classy, San Diego.